HackerGirl89, and today's book Nerdigan discussion video is Entice by Jessica Shirvington. And may I introduce you to my new tablet that my dad got me for my birthday, Mini Popo. So yes, Mini Popo. And if you do not know why I named my tablet Mini Popo, well, my laptop's named Popo. But if you don't understand the joke or the reference, then you need to watch DBZ Abridged. But anyways, this is by Jessica Shirvington. The cover is beautiful, as you can see. And Mini Popo will be accompanied on all my book Nerdigan videos, maybe my manga Nerdigan videos, and maybe my anime Nerdigan videos, not sure yet. But, yes. I will be able to now show you all the covers for all the pretty ebooks that I have. But now, if you have not read If you have not read Entice, because this is the second book in the Embrace series by Jessica Shirvington, or watched any of the Embrace videos, book Nerdigan videos I've done, then why are you here? Go read the videos, or go read the books, go watch the videos, and then come back here so we can talk about it. And now that I've shown you the cover of this amazing book and introduced Mini Popo, now we can talk about this book and enjoy it. So, I love how Jessica Shirvington does the prologue. It's similar to what Leslie Livingston does in her books, but this one is a little bit different. So, what she does in this one is she starts off with Violet meeting her angel parent for the first time in a dream, because remember, when she embraced, it wasn't like other Gregory where they meet their angel parent. Because basically she met, she didn't find out who her angel parent was anyway, or where her angel parent came from. She met her, she just met her angel guides, her angel of light and angel of dark, or malign and elect. There we go, angel of elect and angel of malign. So the dream vision meeting with, she technically met her angel parent in her first dream when he awoke in her power, but that's a whole different thing in Embrace. But the dream vision meeting with Violet's angel maker Lockmet, who introduces himself as Lockmet, which is lawyer in Hebrew, which should kind of give you a hint, I realize this now, which will give you a hint who he is later on. I love how she does this shit. Thank you for good writing! I praise Copy Narcisus for good writing like this, where there's hints throughout the series, and that's why my book Nerdigan videos are so detailed like this, people. Anyway, it starts with a vision of an angel meeting with the Seraphim, and the Seraphim stated once the first task of the angels meeting is complete, to move on to the next, and that he cannot reveal himself or seek companionship to anyone, especially exiles, for the purpose of seeking to fulfill his objectives. And the angel has 3 years before the day on which he must act arrives. And the angel has his role to play, and so does the person he is waiting for. It is not possible without the angel's actions first. And Lockman said this is important, but he won't say why. And it frustrates me, and I understand why the angels are being so mysterious like this, because they want us, or they want the Gregory, in this case Violet, to figure it out for themselves. And at least it's not like the Fae where they're mysterious and doing fucking riddles just because they want to screw with you. And it's not like, and the gods, well, the gods are a little bit different, because the gods, it depends on the series you're reading, but with Percy Jackson, they want you to figure it out for themselves, but if you're like reading any other mythology series, it's because they want to fuck with you. In all reality, it's because they want to fuck with you, except for maybe Hades, and in the case of Loki, Loki doesn't want to fuck with you, and same with Rafi, he doesn't want to fuck with you either, because Rafi is cool. Rafi is a badass god, or Anubis, excuse me. Anubis does not want to fuck with you. Anubis is cool in my book. But anyway, Lockman warns that there is a traitor amongst the Gregory, and Lockman transforms into the lion, and he confirmed that he stopped the teacher from sexually assaulting her. And it's nice to get the confirmation of that, and if you remember in Embrace, Lincoln did say that someone did interfere when Violet mentioned that the teacher that stopped it from happening came across the campus So it's nice to get that confirmation. And now we get to cut to the scene where Lincoln and Violet are trying to find an exile that's been killing homeless people. And I love what Violet says about what Violet says. What Violet says Steph says about homeless people, because I totally agree. Because I live in California, and some of the cities in California have tons of homeless people, so I've seen this. Steph basically says, how do the homeless manage to fit all their crap into one shopping cart? I want to know that too, because when I moved, I had to carry so much crap with me when I moved. My stepdad had to put like tons of crap in the back of his truck, and that was like just my clothes and other crap. So I would love to know how they do that. So props to the homeless people on that. And I think Lincoln said this too. It was either Lincoln, Lincoln said this too. And the exiles come out to play at night and mess with homeless people. It was either Lincoln or Violet that said this. But the exiles come out to play at night and mess with homeless people or people in general, imagination. And how do you think vampires, fae, elves, and werewolves, the myths came about? Yeah, vegetable angels have been detected and can slaughter the human, and which is the preferred method. We'll see later in the next book what another method is. People are more accepting of aliens and other supernatural creatures than vengeful angels intent on biblical Armageddon, and humans are just naive by choice. And I completely agree with that. And even outside of this book, and just in general, humans just have, people in general, just have their head in the sand and choose to be ignorant and choose to be sheeple. I will say that, and you can hear me on my politics panel talk about this. People choose to be ignorant of shit all the time, and it drives me nuts. And this is why I'm still waiting for my Gregory powers, angel powers. Well, fuck it. I'm a Super Saiyan goddess. I could deal with not having my angel powers, but I would love to have them anyway. Let's see. Oh, Violet, while they were walking, Violet sensed three exiles 3 streets back. And that goes back to, why I'm mentioning this, this goes back to what Phoenix said in Embrace, or what Violet did in Embrace, and how Violet was, Phoenix called it the sight, and how Violet was able to sense exiles for miles around, for like blocks around her. And Lincoln is just so damn proud, and I'm just like, damn, that man's fine. That man is gorgeous. But the thing is Violet is still hesitant on her fighting because she can't use her dagger, so she gets her ass kicked by one of the exiles, and Lincoln ends up returning them, or returning all three, returning 2 of them, and before the final one gets returned, the exile says, "Now it's set to tell you, Lincoln. I think he said he's coming for what's yours," and after killing the exiles, Lincoln has his arm around Violet, who got her ass whooped. And this is because, as I was saying before I got distracted, Violet is still having trouble using her dagger because when she stabbed herself with her dagger, she still is scared because she killed a part of herself with her dagger. And that's really sad. It's sad that happened, and she's still scared that part of herself is gone and she has no soul. That's what she's dealing with right now, just to give you an idea. So, after we're heading to Hades, because Griffin called them to go to Hades, and Lincoln has his arm around Violet's waist. To go heal Violet. They run into Onyx, who's a homeless drunk living on the street. Yes, Onyx, the exile that Violet turned human last book. Onyx says he wants to be killed, and he is a sad, pitiful drunk of a former exile. He could still sense exiles. Well, it makes sense because he just was an exile recently. And geez, Onyx, I feel so bad for Onyx too. And geez, Onyx, Violet wanted to take pity on you, even after all the bullshit you did to them, and get you cleaned up. And what do? You spit on Lincoln's boot. Well, fuck you. No getting cleaned up at Hades for you, seriously. But don't worry, Onyx. Onyx, you will get better. I know you will get better. It's just right now you're an asshole. And now we get to meet Dapper, who's the owner of Hades. And he is a seer of all things paranormal, as far as Griffin knows for now. For now. Just wait till you get to next book. Next book is awesome. And Blaze is going to be an eye-opener, I'm telling you. And I love that Jessica Shirvington does this. It is a bench warmer and not playing for either Exiles or Gregory. And lets Violet get cleaned up in the upstairs bathroom. And there's also an apartment for the staff to sober up in Dapper's office. And Dapper might be our first gay character of the series, and the first clue, according to Violet, is the diamond-studded belt. And yes, Dapper has good taste in furniture as well. Yeah, the furniture is pretty, and the bathroom is pretty nice too. And yeah, it's nice that Griffin is a false finder. Yeah, it is. And I love that Violet and Griffin, not Violet, Griffin. Violet and Lincoln can still heal by kissing. I would love to get healed by a man's kiss. Well, technically I do get healed by, especially a man like Lincoln. Oh my god, me and Arceus, that would be nice. He would be the best man to heal, for the job to heal me. Please, Lincoln, can you heal me? Yes, I would love that very, very, very much. And their powers joined and healed Violet instantly. And this is bullshit, they can't be together. And there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. There's going to be a lot of hacks declared in this series. I will say that right now. And that is probably the only reason, maybe the only reason, I'm pulling a Rubio here, I'm sorry. It might be the only reason why Fenris Wolf might be better than Lincoln, is for that reason. And I will make my argument probably at the, probably after I'm done with my Embrace reread. And I hate that healing kisses don't count, but seriously, Violet, take advantage of the damn kisses you can get, because damn it sounds like he's a good kisser. And I love what Dapper said. Dapper has like the best quotes ever in this book. Dapper and Onyx have like the best quotes. I will say that right now. Maybe even Steph has some good quotes too. But I love Dapper and Onyx's quotes throughout this series. But Dapper's is, I love it. If you haven't fixed her now, she's broke for good. Now get the hell out of my bathroom. I love Dapper. He's awesome. Yeah, when you have blood caked in your hair, even the hotties like Lincoln and maybe Fenris would run too, and that's saying a lot. Well, actually, you know what? Fenris wouldn't run. Fenris wouldn't run if there was blood in your hair. Fenris kind of likes that shit. And good for you, Dapper. I love what Dapper said. Dapper's like, you know what? If an exile wants to get drunk in my, if an exile just wants a drink, I'm gonna give him a fucking drink. So fuck you, Griffin. I'm gonna do what the hell I want. Unless they start shit, then I will kick it out of my bar. I'm like, okay, I respect Dapper for that. And then Kami and Arceus, Violet didn't get preggers from Phoenix. Just needed to put that out there. And back to basics training with Lincoln, aka running away, and what happened to staying and fighting. Well, yeah, because Violet can't use her dagger right now because she's kind of scared to use it. And I thought this was sweet of Lincoln too during their run. And then even though V wasn't feeling well, Lincoln was a good sport after the unnatural run. And I love that dinner meant Lincoln cooking, which is, you know, grocery shopping before Violet's, because there's nothing edible besides coffee and milk. Because Violet and her dad don't cook. And Lincoln is my kind of man, and he can enjoy 2 beers. I love that he can cook. That he will like grocery shop and cook. That is sexy, and plus he can defend you. God, that man is so goddamn fine. Okay, he has a point over Fenris right now because he can cook. Yes, I'm sorry, Fenris. He has a point over you because he can cook. And it's nice. There's no Magda right now. No Maggie, who Griffin went to pick up. And no Dad. He's never home. No Exiles. And just before bed, Dapper called with the problem. And how did he get Violet's number? Oh, yeah, Griffin, duh. And of course it's Onyx. He's drunk and making girls cry in a bad way. And Onyx, be grateful your human shit. You did some fucked up things. You really did. And Violet didn't have her dagger. It's not like she had a choice. And seriously, Violet, don't blame yourself. You didn't have your dagger on you because you were wearing a really hot outfit and couldn't fit your dagger on you. And you didn't have a choice to turn turn Onyx into human. And even Lincoln is saying not to blame yourself. And Lincoln asked Dapper to have Onyx spend a few nights in the staff apartment, and oh boy, he got a lot of shit from Dapper. He got words, he got words thrown at him, he got glasses thrown at him, he got lines thrown at him, he got pestles thrown at him without mortar, thank Kami and Arceus, and half a bucket of ice. And the girls at the bar were squealing and the guys were cheering Dapper on. It was so funny. I was laughing my ass off. But Lincoln, and you know, I was just like, wow. And one girl was trying to hit on Lincoln by cleaning him off. And you know, she rolled her eyes. But Lincoln brushed her off and caught me. Yeah, Lincoln doesn't matter. But, you know, at least Dapper agreed, and Lincoln and Violet, and one. And Lincoln, you might be Femries at the, you know, Lincoln might be Femries for hashtag Facebook boyfriend, but I swear to Commune Arceus, keep this up, Lincoln. Seriously, keep this up. And Onyx saw Phoenix before he left and said he's coming for Violet and the Gregory list. And plus, you know, Phoenix gave him booze, too. And then said to Lincoln that it was oblivious what he was, or not oblivious, and said that it was obvious what he was interested in. See, Onyx is fucking Onyx. Alright, and I love that Lincoln is always prepared and armed with coffee for Violet. And according to Griffin, because Violet asked this, Onyx is why Lincoln is armed to prepare with coffee? Because Violet had to go to the airport, and Violet is sensing a really disturbing thing from coming from the airport. She senses like she doesn't know if it's exiles or what, but it's like some funky thing going on there, but she doesn't know what exactly it is. But she will figure it out later. But anyway, let's get to the next thing. At the airport, Lincoln is armed with coffee because she focused on her connection with Lincoln, which is getting stronger by the day. And according to Griffin, Onyx is the first exile to ever become human and reappear. And the tutors from New York, Nyla and Rudyard, come because Griffin mentioned they were coming, are all friends with Griffin and have been partners for over 400 years and 385, but Griffin likes to round up to the nearest 50 when you get that old, and technically they are over 420 years old. And I love that Lincoln could give Violet confidence. It's so sweet, and it's like I just love that shit. And Rudyard tests Violet via handshake and got to block him with the defense. And that's important later on, I'm telling you right now. And, yeah, no need to be fucking polite, Violet. Just fucking block his ass out of your head. He has no business being in your head. And she passed with impressive colors, and was able to push him back a few steps. And practicing against Phoenix definitely paid off. And, yeah, you guys remember that in Hades. It will not happen again without Violet's consent. Fuck that shit. And it is right. It is right, Nyla. Seriously. And then we get to see the students, or as Steph calls them, the God Squad. So we got Salvatore, who's Italian speaking only, and Zoe, who's partnered with Salvatore and is not happy about it because she can't speak a lick of Italian, and Sven. And Steph broke up with Marcus because I respect Steph for this. You got to give her mad points for this, and it reminds me of what happened with my friend. What happens here is she learned from Violet's mistakes, plus she didn't love him. And good for you, Steph. Plus Marcus was kind of pressuring her to, you know, lose her virginity. And this is going to be a hashtag Super Kami Love Guru tip. Don't lose it until you find someone who you love and that loves you in return, even though the guy worships you. Trust me, it's worth it, and it makes a huge difference because you only get to lose your virginity once. And I will say I did it the right way, and it was definitely worth it. I'm not with him now anymore, but at that time it was worth it. I will say it now. And Lincoln's base is now Lincoln's warehouse is now, and from now on is the default command center. Seriously, Griff, Steph is part of the deal. I love it. Not like I'm bringing the cheerleader. I love it. And I love that the first words to Griff from Steph is hello, Grandpa. I love Steph. Steph is awesome. She's what's her name? Oh my God, me and Arceus. I can't remember her name right now. Just hold on a second. Oh my God, what's her name? Oh my God, what's her name? She's like Heather. There it is. She's like Heather from the Starling trilogy. That's who she's like. She's totally like Heather from the Starling trilogy. And Lincoln, seriously, secrets don't make friends, especially when they are with Magda. And you know, the thing is that Violet overheard what was going on, what Lincoln and Magda were talking about, and it's kind of iffy. I mean, seriously. And thank Kami and Arceus, Steph can fluently speak Italian, and her father would take her and her bro Jace to Italy during business trips, and she even lived there for a year. So she was able to translate for Salvatore, and oh my Kami, he is in heaven. He is in heaven. And so it was a good thing that it was like a sign from the gods that Steph broke up with Marcus. And seriously, this is complete shenanigans right here. I'm telling you right now. Nyla and Rudyard are Gregory partners, but they are joined at the hip. Seriously, what the Kami and Arceus is going on? And something as big is happening, according to Magda, and Lincoln agreed not to tell Griffin and Violet. And seriously, Violet, don't get distracted by Magda when fighting Spence, damn it. You're making Lincoln look bad. Seriously, you were making him look bad getting knocked out like that shit. That was bull. That shouldn't have happened. And I love Steph. Steph stuck up for her. I love it. First, you need deodorant like now. This is what she said to Spence. Second, if you thought beating Violet and a bit aspiring, then boast about it like a total idiot would make you look like some underappreciated hero in the making, then you are so out of luck. As the look on Spence's face was so priceless. Even Rudyard approved, and I started cracking up. And see, Spence totally understands because Violet was so frustrated by the whole thing, she left and she sat on the fence. She walked out and sat on the fence, and Spence sat with her on the fence. And he could tell that Violet was distracted by Lincoln, who he calls Maggie. And Spence is just frustrated he can't go hunting because he doesn't have a partner, and thought if he could be Violet, he would prove he was worthy to Nyla and Rudy. And no Gregory worth their salt fights like a girl, and I've heard he got skills. And Violet says that, I love Violet. Violet's like, I am a girl though. I love this shit. And thank Kami for Spence. Hashtag Operation Spy on Lincoln Maggie. Spence is such a super sleuth. There are exiles in the hotel, and Spence has the power to glamour. So, like, Spence and... Oh my god, this is so fucking funny. Spence, let's not go in there. Or, no, he didn't glamour in this part yet. No, Spence, seriously, don't go in the hotel. We should definitely not go in there. And Spence is like Goku with a challenge. Spence is like a Saiyan. I swear to Kami and Arceus. He loves the challenge and nothing. And he has his pride, just like Lincoln. Gregory's are like fucking Saiyans. I just realized this. Gregory's are like fucking Saiyans. They have their pride. Maybe exiles are like Saiyans. No, exiles are like the Frieza race. Exiles are the Frieza race, and the Gregories are Saiyans. There we go. Got it. And when we get to no, I'll mention that in the next one. We should be definitely, I love it. I love Spence. We should be definitely going in there. And with the dehydration of the Yapcha Hotel, oh my god, it was full of hookers and married men, and I love it. I think we should make this, Violet was like, I think we should make this quick, and Spence was like, yeah, some of them really need to get a room. I was laughing my ass off. And then there was the rumble in the hotel, and apparently only Gregory daggers can kill exiles, but damn, when Spence broke that one's neck, shit, but he was like, he catapulted himself onto the exile's shoulders, and that was so badass. And I love Spence afterwards. He was like, unbelievable. Did you see? It would kind of remind me of like Kid Trump. He was like, unbelievable. Did you see that I leapfrogged onto his damn shoulders and snapped his neck? And cool. That was cool. That was historic. Like a freaking acrobat. It was worth being snitched and busted. And Spence took the blame. Wow. Way to cheer a V. Because, yeah, they did get busted. Lincoln, you were Violet's partner. And you should kind of tell her about this meeting with exile forces. And Spence smiled ear to ear and waggled his eyebrow. I love Spence. He's so fucking hilarious. Link, you are just gelling, and plus Spence knows what you're doing. And I love what he said afterwards. He's like, well, Magda was looking a little bloated. I love Spence. And Stefan and Salvatore, they're so cute. And okay. Spence is officially on the hashtag book Nerdigan BFF list. I swear to Kami, he is this series Maddox. Because first we have Maggie, and then we have bitched up. Okay, seriously. All right, and also no one but Violet touches the espresso machine. Sorry, Reedy, you may be 400 something years old, but the espresso machine is Violet's baby. And apparently Violet's mom was friends. We find something out about Violet's mom, Evelyn. So she was friends with Nyla for many years and lived in New York with Rudy and Nyla for 30 years. And they taught her how to be Gregory. But then she became a tutor at the college, and she was with her Gregory partner, Jonathan, for 128 years. Like brother-sister, that type. It took 128 years to complete their single mission to hunt and kill Lilith, who, I swear to Kami and Arceus, is the Frieza of this series. You'll understand. Jonathan died in their final confrontation protecting Evelyn. It was Evelyn who discovered how to defeat Lilith. She never forgave herself and never got another Gregory partner. Then she met Violet's father and found happiness, and it's like, oh. After that, they lost contact with her. All she wanted was a normal life. They didn't know she died, and Violet realized she knew she was going to die. And Evelyn is a dream walker, and she has the ability to talk to any angel in her dreams at will. And why Gregory can't be together except for Nyla and Rudy, this is why. So many believe it's a fail-safe system set by the angels to keep Gregory partners from being distracted from their duties. And sometimes one partner will lose their power, and in some cases, sometimes both partners will lose their Gregory defenses/powers. It's always different, but ultimately the partnership is altered and weakened overall, and partners that get together reduce their chance of survival. Here we go. This is where the shenanigans kicks in. So Nyla and Rudy are the opposite. And with all, I love this line though, with all things in life, they're opposite to the scale. They tried to stay away from each other, but they couldn't. They believed in that love. And when they first had sex, instead of pushing them apart, it brought them together completely. They are partners as Gregory through their angelic essence, and human souls linked in every way. Same feeling Violet and Lincoln got through their hot, steamy kiss on Violet's birthday. Their powers are fully intact, and their connecting souls amplify within one another. They can always feel each other's powers. Basically, they are the true definition of soulmates, which Violet and Lincoln are. See, you guys can't be together, damn it. And I was thinking after this, and Violet was like thinking after this too, and I was thinking it too. Oh, Kami and Arceus, this is basically the weirdest sex talk to Lincoln and Violet from Nyla and Rudy. Also, don't give them false hope like that. Soulmate kindred souls are rare, and it's a bigger commitment than most marriages. Plus, you said you felt their connection in the airport. So don't say that it's most likely it's not soulmate. So fucking shenanigans on that shit. So, wow. Violet is gelling, and Lincoln is a moron for not seeing it. And I think guys are morons and generals for not seeing when a girl is gelling like this. Look, call me Arceus. See, seriously, we can see when a guy is gelling. We can tell when a guy is gelling. But you guys can't tell when we women are gelling. For the love of Kami and Arceus, you guys are clueless sometimes. Seriously, Lincoln, Violet is a distraction. Then why can't you just tell her what's happening? Seriously, I put in my notes, shake my damn head. Violet, Magda isn't the one Lincoln wants. You should know that by now, damn it. And Steph is such a good friend after her date. Okay, Book says playing around. I'm calling it a date. Seriously, I'm calling it a date. After a quick phone call, she comes prepared with pizza. Yes, Steph, Magda is a cow. I love that. Yes, and I'm gonna let this go for like 35 minutes because I know I'm gonna do a part 2. And Spence jumped 12 stories onto the balcony. Jesus freaking Christ. Nope, but I love this line. This is great. Jesus Christ. Nope, but you're not the first to make that mistake. I love Spence. Spence is just awesome. Zoe used a tree to slingshot herself onto the balcony, and Salvatore's waiting outside, and they're like, night on the town, let's do it. And Spence is a genius because Violet's dad is out of town, so he has decided to have rules. And that includes making sure that only Steph is the only one allowed in the house, and that he calls the house at 10 and she has to pick up. Yeah. So Spencer is a genius. He diverted the house phone to Violet's cell so she can still follow her dad's rules. And off to party at Hades and go check on Onyx. So J. Steph-Spro, who's 4 years older than her, I think it's 4. Sometimes I think the book said it was 2. In the next book it said it was 2. Damn it, make up your mind! It's DJing, of course. I think it's 4 though. And Salvatore and Steph are such a sweet couple, and Spence, who is 17, has mad skills at getting alcoholic beverages. 5 shot glasses, and a picture of something so naughty, V grins stupidly, and all things mischief. And thanks to Spence. So Spence has all the normal gifts of Gregory plus power over glamour, only himself and things that he touches, but working on pushing further. Comes from a dominations angel and an orphan that was given up at birth. Oh, just sad. Poor Spence. And his senses taste, and he's never eating apple again, and I think Violet said the same thing too. So Zoe is from an archangel minus the father, hasn't seen her mother in over 3 years, normal gifts of her Gregory, her sense is hearing, and has an affinity of nature so she can manipulate it and have it assist her mostly with motion like a slingshot tree. And Salvatore, translated by Steph, comes from a virtue angel. His father died in a plane crash when he was 5 days old, because he was a pilot, has the normal gifts of Gregory, his sense is sight, and he is the seeker of lies. And it's not like Griffin, where is dialed tuned with layers of truth. Salvatore is dialed in to tunes of lies with the many layers of deceit and what constricts and surrounds them. And seriously, he should be a lawyer. Sal would be the best freaking lawyer. Eventually, though, his gift will be able to see the threads of lies that lead to another and another, basically a lie detector. And Dapper just busted them, but, gave Violet a warning. And Exiles have been in the bar, but not giving Dapper problems. And slowly, Violet and Dapper are starting to become friends. And apparently, according to Spence, like Hades, New York has sites of neutrality too. And Spence and Violet began to drunk dance on the dance floor and felt feelings of being enticed, which is the title of the book. Touches and sensations that had taken you away from reality and enveloped you entirely. Your whole body reacted, dismissing common sense, thrilled instantly by sense of possibility. See, I see what you did, Jessica Shirvington. I see it. And this led to Spence kissing Violet, or the other way around. And damn it, it was hot. And Lincoln saw it. And wait, why the commune Arceus is logged there? And I'm gonna end it. Yeah, I'm going to end it with this part here, and then we'll go to part 2. And Phoenix is back, bitches, and sadistic as ever, I see. Even though their emotional bond is broken, Violet is still vulnerable to Phoenix's other talents. Even though through another person, he could still break through her defenses. And Phoenix did something with Violet when he healed her. He can reopen her wounds and will take it back and take it back too. When Phoenix left, though, the wound healed thanks to Spence's power. No one saw what happened thanks to the power of glamour. And oh wait, do I want to keep going a little bit more? Nah, I'm gonna leave it here because we're at the 33-minute mark. Okay, so I'm going to leave it off here, and we're going to do a part 2 for sure, because I still have a lot more to cover. I'm hopefully not going to have to do part 3, but I will. So, I want to know what you guys think of this book so far. This is only just like the first part of the book, of what I think of the book so far. This book is freaking fantastic. I love, and the reason why I'm doing so much, doing a lot of detail for this book in particular, and I know Embrace did a lot of detail, but this one's getting a lot more detail because I realized when I was, while I'm rereading this one in Endless, there's a lot of shit in this book that ends up coming back. So I'm going to give a lot of love to the Embrace books, and I'm probably going to be doing this for all the books that don't get a lot of love, and that and all the books that have a lot more mythology in it too. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in part 2 of the book Nerdigan discussion for Entice by Jessica Shirvington. Until next time, book Nerdigans, keep on reading.